everyone, it is me, Yi King, and we are back with another unboxing. And for today's unboxing, I'm surprised it took me this long to get around to it. We have whoa, there's a quick flash of light in the background. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but it's on behind me. But we have Transformers Studio Series 86 Constructicon Bone Crusher. And the reason why I say it took me this long to get around to it, because it's been like 3 years at this point because it's over when I started collecting Transformers again. I have never gotten into 86 figure till now. I have 86 figures on my Amazon wish list, and sometimes I try to go for one on eBay, but usually I always end up getting different Transformers over 86 one. Honestly, I do have G1 figures in general, but if I'm specifically Transformers the movie size, Transformers 86, I don't have any. Well, obviously besides Bone Crusher, which I now have. So it's kind of funny. It's been like 3 years of me getting back in Transformers. I finally get around to having an 86 one. Not that's the end of the world, but it's cool. But also apparently by 2026, it's gonna be ending up scraping the barrel. So that means probably by 2027, 2028, they're gonna be actually done. Which they've been doing the 86 line forever. I think they got around to maybe 2 or 3 years when they got into Studio Series, so they've been doing it for a long time. Whee. But yeah, so obviously, it says Transformers movies down here, plus Constructicon Bone Crusher from the Transformers Studio Series, and new kind of Studio Series looking box. 2 of 6 for making Devastator, which one of my goals for this year is to try my best to complete Devastator, which I should be able to do because the last 2 pieces come out September, so should be able to do it by November. Because in December I try my best not to buy anything because I usually get stuff for other people. So unless I see them on discount, I'll pick it up. But it takes 16 steps to go from robot to bulldozer mode, which is what he transforms into. You have a little picture of his robot and him as his out mode, made by Hasbro. Up here says the Teletomy, Transformers movie, Bone Crusher. I know when I did Sentinel, this wasn't here, so it makes me think Voyagers and Leaders don't have the little hanger thing. Flip down here. Just kind of continues his robot design, and it says Deluxe class in different languages, but it's actually a little bit different because usually on the other side I didn't get a more zoomed out image, but since he's a combiner, if you flip over here, it does show Devastator, which I think once it actually does that fully formed, he will not be able to fit my table, which is where I display my Transformers, so probably underneath my table in Devastator mode. And if I need one of the components for a size comparison, I'll just quickly decombine them. It doesn't take much effort. Flip down. Oh, I forgot the barcode's not down here, but here's a bunch of mumbo jumbo. Plus includes 1 figure and 1 piece, which I assume that piece is probably his combiner port. Flip back here. Here is the barcode. A more than meets the eye. So it just means it's a Transformers authentic product. Once again, it just reiterates 16 steps go from robot to bulldozer. And then a little bio. Bone Crusher battles the Autobots in an Autobot city on Earth. And yeah, here's a little shot Devastator about to chuck sludge. Which apparently next year we should have all the G2 Dinobots, which took a lot less longer than the G1 ones. Because this year we got G2 Grimlock. And then we also have a Generation Slugs featuring Slug and Snow. Then supposedly next year we're supposed to get another Generation Slugs featuring G2 Swoop and Sludge. So it's a lot quicker. It's only 2 years. Well, I think we got a year, every year. No, because the first year we got the first 2 members, and there's I think a year gap with no Downbot member. Then last year we finally got Swoop to finish off the team, so definitely a lot less longer for the G2 ones. Also, funny enough, in the upcoming wave of Studio Series that will be reprinting G1 Grimlock, so scalpers are probably crying. Cause seriously, that thing goes for 200 plus on eBay. You gotta be out of your mind to pay that price for a leader class. That's more than a commander, and I think some places even more than a Titan. Wow. I think Titans go for about 3 Canadian, so 300. But let's pop it open. Always be careful when using scissors or anything sharp, especially if you're a youngin'. And apologies you don't see the full unboxing camera. I try my best not to cut myself by accident, which is a very good possibility that could happen. But I will admit, I do prefer these boxes over the new ones because it's less of a struggle. Fold these up. Is that it? That's it. So let's play the game of how many plastic strips he has. Oh, here are his instructions. We'll look at that after. Ooh, that actually looks cool. Like I said, I got to an 86 product before, so that kind of looks cool for the instructions. Although we will take a look at this first. This is just a little Hasbro pamphlet saying warning choking hazard in multiple languages, and then some mumbo jumbo in the back. I never bothered actually reading those, but I still keep them. Okay, so we'll take this out because Bone Crusher is kind of covering him. So let's count. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 4, 5. Alright, so he comes with 5 plastic strips. I'm just gonna move you off to the side over here. Oh wait, shoot. I forgot. I almost forgot about his little combiner piece. Alright, there we go. Now it's safe. Well, safe to move it off to the side. That's what I mean. While I clean up this plastic strip mess. And we're just going to pull you in a little bit. And then we can go to point 1. Because I have to zoom in out a little bit to fit the boxes into frame. Oh, okay. And also comes with his blaster. Alright, so this is like a solid piece which helps him to stay on Devastator because he's one of the arm pieces. And then it just comes with a little pew pew bing bing. So, fix him up. Put him right here for right now. Actually put him right there. I will quickly open up these instruction booklet. Oh, okay. So this tells you how you're supposed to put in his construction port. Tells you where you can store his blaster. I think this is how you form his arm mode. I'm not gonna show it off though. Like with every other piece that's a combiner piece. If I do get the full team, I'll show off them combiner modes in one big video. Which, yeah, it just helps save on the runtime. Alright. Oh wait, no. That's just how you start to put him into his bulldozer mode. I thought that's how you start to do it for his, but yeah, his arm mode. Here's how you would do it. Alright, so let's figure out put on his thing. So we take a look at the figure. He has this. It just slides on, I guess. Which way does it slide on? So you want the whole like that? Oh yeah, because I guess you want the, well, yeah, you saw in the picture, it shows it like this. Wow, that's not going in. I got it in. It's supposed to be like a tight fit. I really hope this isn't on backwards, otherwise I'm kind of screwed. But yeah, it's like on a ratchet joint because it's supposed to be his arm. But we can move that out of the way. Actually, I'll keep you over here so we're more closer by for his instructions. Whoops. There's his blaster. So, we got our boy Bone Crusher, which he's a little bit bright of a green off camera. So the camera makes him look pretty dull, so don't take that for information. Like, he's kind of bright. But apparently, like the Constructicons in 86 are apparently just like upscaled version of the Combiner ones, like the ones from Combiner Wars. Like, I think there might be like only 2 or like half of the members that actually have like significant differences. Like, obviously all of them have more articulation points, but I think the majority of them are just like upscale version of the Combiner Wars one, which is like whatever. I just want a Devastator, which I know there's stuff like blockies and whatnot, but like I know there's stuff like blockies and third parties for Devastator, but I just want a genuine one from Transformers themselves. Not that there's anything wrong with those companies, but you know, I just want something for me. So obviously, you know, you put that in, so now he's holding his little pew pew bang bang. And yeah, pretty cool. I don't know, I guess we can go over into the articulation segment now. So for articulation, this can move up and down, but I think that's just purely for transformation. But it does help it get out of the way so you can move his head. Oh, it's on ball? No, it's on a swivel. So this here's on a swivel joint. Arms can come off, but okay, you're tight. This one's loose. I don't know if that's like a my copy thing or a general, but arms can do a full 360. You have a bicep swivel, bicep bend. Obviously, since they're blocky, you get no wrist swivel. If you detach his bulldozer, like his hood, which does reveal the Decepticon insignia when he's in alt mode, you do get waist articulation, so you use that and then you kind of put back on the bulldozer. For the legs, they can almost do full 360, but the arms aren't there. They can do it, but they can kick out that far. They can only go far that back, and they can go out this far. You get a waist swivel. Do you get a knee bend? You don't get any knee bends. You do get an ankle tilt though, so that's pretty cool. Wow, that was tight. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I mean, if the bucket snaps in, then he's facing forward, so yeah. Oh yeah, I kept them over here. Alright, well, before we go any further, let's go over those size comparisons. But before I do get into size comparisons, if you want to know my thoughts and opinions on the size comparisons, I will link to their video in the description down below and in the iCard up above in case you folks want to pause this video and go check out one of the size comparisons, or go check it out after you finish watching this video, whichever works for you. But up first, we have from Transformers Age of Extinction, Deluxe Class Gorn. Yeah, he's a tiny guy. But then again, I think around that time they kind of had to shrink them because of the materials was going way up to still try to make Transformers affordable. Well, I think they were more affordable back then than they were nowadays. But yeah, Deluxe Class Gorn. Up next, we have from Transformers Legacy United, Rescue Bots Universe, Deluxe Class Chase. He is supposed to be small deluxe. I do believe the Constructicons, I don't know if they're small deluxes, but they're all the same size, so I don't know if he's a standard deluxe size or if he's a small deluxe. But yeah. And then lastly, we have from Transformers Earthrise, Voyager class Grapple, which obviously he's going to be bigger. Actually, the top of his hood section gets him to the top of his chest. Well, not chest, but like I think it starts here at the neck of his head. It goes up to here, but head to head, he's like looking like right here. I had to bring out my only other construction vehicle for this, obviously. Actually, originally I was gonna bring out Sea Spray instead. Like Sea Spray was gonna take Scorn's place, but I decided just to bring out Scorn because whatever. Alright. And go right here. Alrighty, let's get Bone Crusher ready for Bulldozer mode. I just realized they both start with B, ironic. So yeah, let's get them ready. So we're just quickly doing Scorn segment again. I'm just gonna edit out the previous segment because I forgot his legs were squished down for Spider mode. I actually have them extended outwards. So here he is again, but this time his legs actually out. And yeah, he's a little bit taller, but he's still a small deluxe because they had to make him a bit more affordable because they had to cut costs somewhere. So I think Transformers is a bit more affordable or something. But yeah, so just quickly doing his size comparison again. But yeah, I mean, like, I'll probably still keep in the old one, but just quickly throwing this one in with his legs extended because I forgot that it was shrunk down, so yeah. But now we're gonna get him into Bulldozer mode. Alright, so let's get him prepped for Bulldozer mode. Obviously, you take off his blaster and just put it off to his side, because why not? Move this in. Step 1, you flip him around, you rotate his fists 180. Then it says you're supposed to collapse them on themselves. So you're supposed to connect this hole onto that clip. Okay, so you went in. Why aren't you going in? Alright, there you go. It's just because of the ball joint, so you gotta get like basically lined, but you do that. Oh, I didn't realize it, but he's actually supposed to have this down the whole time. It's not supposed to be up here. So for step 3, you bring this up. Step 4, you swing up the combine port. That's why I thought the first page was for how you put him into arm mode. It's because of that. Then for the next step, you undo him from there because he's rested onto that clip. Oh, then for the next step, you bring down his head, flip to the other side. Other instructions because that's where it continues. Okay, you're supposed to bring the arms in. No, it's a simple deluxe. Don't tell me I need to look at instructions. Alright, let's just really look at these instructions. Okay, and then you do that. I fooled. I gotta look at a video. Alright, so I was forgetting stuff because it didn't show it, but besides having these two, there's like tab slots back here you're supposed to try and do, so that's how you do it. And then for the next step, you just bring that together and you're supposed to combine it into the body of the bulldozer. Wow, I'm scared I'm gonna break this. Okay, there we go. As soon as I say I'm scared I'm gonna break this, it goes in, go figure. Okay, I guess it just re-advertises you to bring this up for some reason. Then for the next step, you're gonna fold up his feet. Like that. You're gonna fold away his combiner port. Swing back the legs. Oh, okay. And you see like this hole right here? It's gonna go into that, so his legs stay in place. I'm like looking on camera and looking off camera to see how I'm supposed to be doing this. It's because his waist is articulating, so it's like hard to do it. Oh, wrong port. It's supposed to be, never mind. These are supposed to go into that. So why aren't you going in? Alright, well, I got his legs in. It just took a little bit of praying. And then you fix up his bulldozer, which apparently I already did. So you're supposed to just kind of collapse it in on itself. Because there's a clip right here for this to go in. So you just do all that to make it work. And then there you go. He's in bulldozer mode. I mean, it's a quick kind of back and forth. And then, you know, for blaster storage, like vehicle storage, to store its weapons, you can just put them on one of his arms. Honestly, it doesn't have any wheels, but I mean, it's treads, so you can just kind of mimic it. I mean, you can kind of see how it's supposed to go down for his arms. I forget, to be honest, I don't forget how you're supposed to even set him up for a combined mode, but apparently if you get the long haul and hook double pack, the instructions are extra long because it shows how to put all of the members into the combined mode, so I guess once I get that pack, I'll be good, but I generally actually forgot how to put it. Like even in the beginning video, I generally forgot how you were supposed to do it anyway, so regardless, that's why I wasn't going to show it off, but even so, even if I did remember, I still would have waited out all members, but yeah. Honestly, decent weight. It feels like a solid brick, but it feels like you could chuck this as a brick, though, advise not to. But pretty cool, yeah, he's a bulldozer. Oh, cool. It's Decepticon insignia for robot modes facing downwards, but it still shows you on this bulldozer, so regardless. Because I know with some Transformers, when they have insignias, it sometimes shows through in the vehicle whether it's supposed to or not, but it's pretty cool. It shows you. I honestly would expect them to cheap out and not show and be like, oh, well, there you go, that's your Decepticon symbol. Or, you know, keep it on the bucket, but, you know, pretty cool touch they did. Well, maybe it's like a generic figure. They probably would have, but since it's Studio Series and trying for movie accuracy, they probably would have done so. Like, I'm saying, like, if it's part of Age of the Primes or Legacy United, that's what I'm saying. Like, they may have not put the stickers on both sides of his bucket. But yeah, because this is what it is. But pretty cool, pretty solid. I mean, honestly, the heels kind of stick out here. That's because it's supposed to support him in robot mode, so yeah. Oh, no wonder you struggle. Your tabs came undone. But yeah, pretty cool. Well, we should do those vehicle size comparisons. Wow, and dinosaur ones, since Gorn is a Spinosaurus. But up first we have from Age of Extinction, Deluxe Clash Gorn. And his spines are really warping. Like, it wasn't as bad, but they are starting to warp. That's what you get with rubber material. But here they are. And for a little side by side. Right. Still pretty cool. Then up next we have Deluxe Class Rescue Bots Universe Chase from Legacy United. Are they the same size? That's a plastic strip. Okay, so bucket ends here, Chase ends there. No, wait. Either they're the same size, or Bone Crusher is just a little bit taller, because like either the same size like actuality, and Bone Crusher wins by a little bit of heel, or Bone Crusher is just a little bit taller because of the back of his treads. It's honestly hard to tell. Then we have from Transformers Earthrise, Voyager Class Grapple. Obviously Grapple's gonna win, because, yeah. But I do wonder who would be taller, Hook or Grapple. Because I know Hook is like also a crane. So I'm definitely gonna bring out Grapple for a Hook's video. But if I do get those two, it's probably gonna be a review video instead of an unboxing, since the actual Transformers, like with my Thundertron multi-pack, I made that one into a review instead of one big unboxing. So probably also gonna do that when I get those two. which I'm probably get them either this month or next month at the time of recording. So yeah. But I definitely will be bringing back Bone Crusher for those two. And maybe I can see if I can get Scrapper before I get them. Not, then oh well. As long as I get them by the end of the year. Like, it's not the end goal if I don't get the whole team by the end of this year. Like, by then in January, I definitely will get the remaining members, or by February at the latest. Because I don't really try to buy in December unless I have the cash to spare, which I usually don't. Because it's by the end of the month. But yeah, pretty cool. It's just so weird because he looks more like he looks very desaturated on camera. Like, I know they're supposed to be bright green, but the bright green makes it look desaturated, so it's just like, eh. But I can bring back in the box because whatever. But that's been my look at Transformers Studio Series, Transformers Movie / 86. This is my first 86 figure, so obviously by the time the video comes out, you know what I'm calling it. But I don't know if I'm going to call it Transformers Studio Series 86 or Transformers the Movie, like Transformers Studio Series, Transformers the Movie, or Transformers Studio Series 86. I don't know which one I'm going to call it, but like I said, honestly, by the time this video comes out, I decided on title. It's my first 86 figure, so I'm going to call it 86. I actually call it Transformers the Movie. But that's been a look at Transformers Studio Series 86. It's just a little placeholder, and by the time the video comes out, I actually know where I'm calling them from this movie. But that's been a look at Transformers Studio Series 86's Bone Crusher. If folks did enjoy this video, give the video a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and made it this far, name your favorite construction vehicle, and subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop a new video /short/stream. But until next time, toodles.